Heyo! What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We like to call it TTG. Hope you guys had a great day today. If you are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, then you have come to not only the right place, but the place. Take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys share this stream on your own social media. We're streaming live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. So welcome everybody that is joining us across those different media platforms. True Trading Group is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal, and that's to learn, trade, and profit together. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live for free right here on this YouTube channel where myself, other pro TTG moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets and free lessons that can help you become a more profitable trader. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And along with my team of 6 other pro trader moderators, we cover all different styles of trading: day trading, swing trading, options, advanced option strategies, shorting, long-term investing, and more. There's literally something for everybody in TTG, regardless of your trading style or your experience or lack thereof. Guys, I started my career working at a fund in New York City right out of college, my very first job, 2007. Then 2008 happened, the stock market crash, the Great Recession, the housing crisis. But I actually went on to thrive in that environment, receiving one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards in 2008. But before that, before they even let me touch $1 of their money, I had to go through an intensive training program. This is where I learned how to trade. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I have since taken that curriculum, I've simplified it, I've paired it with the top premium trading tools on the market today, and I've made it all available for my TTG family members. Guys, before I get into anything regarding the live stream, I want to say this. I come in here every night, 6 nights a week, and we start the live stream the same way. Just like I said, I give you guys an intro, and I tell you a little bit about myself and what TTG is all about. I talk about my experience at the hedge fund, the education I received, the time frame in which I started trading, the obstacles that I faced when I was starting my career as a trader. But you know what I don't talk about a lot during that intro? The fact that I'm human. And because I'm human, life showed up today. Life showed up today for me. I had something happen this morning in my personal life. Yes, I'm okay. Everything's totally fine. My family's okay. Everything's fine. I just had something going on that I had to take care of in my personal life here today. But it was a serious matter that I had to attend to, and I did, and it's been resolved. But this situation really had me distracted this morning, and it caused me to miss entries on CLOV and BTX. My 2 top stocks that were on my watch list today was CLOV, BTX, were 2 of the top stocks that we were focusing on. As a group, I game planned for these stocks. I went over the game plan with my members pre-market in True Trading Group. But despite having a near perfect game plan for these stocks, life showed up for me this morning, and I missed the trades entirely. I became extremely frustrated because those stocks did exactly what I thought they were going to do. And I should be on this live stream right now yelling, boom, huge day, home run, monster day. Instead, I have nothing to show for it except, a profit on Tesla short. I've got nothing else to show for it. And that frustrated the ever-living hell out of me. And I felt that frustration. And tonight, we're going to talk about the importance of self-awareness when it comes to recognizing your emotions within yourself as a trader and how to control them so that you do not revenge trade. There will always be more opportunities. The market's always going to be open tomorrow. There's always going to be another stock. We're going to dive deep into this here tonight. And we're going to get real. We're going to get real as human beings. And life will show up for all of us, no matter how well we plan for the day We have to be ready to adjust, and you have to be willing to deal with it, especially those of you that maybe are trying to work a full-time job while you're trying to trade, or maybe you're trading from home, but maybe your kid just fell down the stairs and they're crying, and you're in the middle of a trade and you've got to run and make sure your kid's okay. No matter what it is, life can get in the way sometimes of trading, and we have to be able to deal with that. And this is what we're going to be diving into here, and we're going to be talking about today, as well as I'll talk to you guys about BTX. I'll talk to you about CLOV. I'll tell you guys what the game plans were. A lot of my members made money on those stocks today, which is the silver lining of my day today. I'm really, really happy to see that a lot of my members were able to use the analysis that we had on CLOV and BTX as a group, and we're able to benefit and profit from those two stocks. So that does make the sting hurt a little bit less, knowing that my THD fam were able to capitalize on those trades today. So that does make me feel a lot better. But before we do get into the live stream, I want to know right now, if this is your very first THD live stream or you're not a member of True Trading Group, I want you guys to go ahead right now and type the letter I in chat. So go ahead right now, guys, and type the letter I. All right, we got my boy Yusuf. We got Father Guido. We got Dana. We got November Ball. Here we go. Here's all my letter I's. We got Hey Lou MD. We got Zabi Adina, Robert Cadiz, Chandu, Jeff Farber, Mockingbird, Ryan RP, Liu BB. We got Jacob Daves, O'Keith Judas, KL, Dip Freak, Merritt, Diana Baker, Jason Stites, Strader B, NP Christopher, Ben Hardwick, Denzel King, Hit the Bid, Glenn Watson, Johnny Utah. I love that name, man. I love that name. Lynn Foster. Beautiful. Guys, welcome everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. For those of you that are new, you guys are about to get a crash course in what it means to trade for real, including being human, okay? TTG is the truth. There's no fluff. There's no BS. And if you guys stick around, I guarantee you're going to learn something. All right. Tonight's live stream is going to go down as follows. I'm going to start things off with a 20-minute Q&A. I'm going to let you guys ask me questions. I'm sure you guys have a bunch of questions to ask me after today. It was Fed Day today. So I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions you want to ask me. So we're going to kick things off with a 20-minute Q&A. You guys type your questions right in chat. Then we're going to talk about the daily recap. We're going to talk about what happened today in the markets. We're going to break down the BTX and the CLOV trades, and then we're going to get into the lessons of the day, and that's all about being human and how to adjust your plans for when life shows up as a trader. All right, then I will be giving out the information for tonight's TGD Stimmy. For those wondering what the hell is a TGD Stimmy, every day we raffle off, or not raffle, I guess we just give away a few $100 to TGD members just for fun, because we like doing it. We give back to all of our members. They support us. We support them. We're one big happy family. And I'm going to give you guys the information for the password to get into the giveaway room to participate and have a chance to win a few $100 later. 5 people are going to be winning a couple $100 here later tonight. Anyone that joins True Trading Group during this live stream, you will also be able to participate in that. So immediately following this live stream, you guys will be able to head on over to the giveaway room for a chance to win a few $100. All right. But I'll give you guys the password for that giveaway room a little bit later on this live stream. All right. So let's get things started. Let's not waste any more time. All right. Let's get down to it, guys. Go ahead, start typing your questions right in chat, and we'll begin that Q&A session. Let's go. All right, guys, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't feel like you have a silly question or a stupid question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Okay, believe me, if you've got the question, somebody else probably has the exact same one. So go ahead and type those questions right in chat. My partner, Adam, he'll grab them, he'll throw them right up on the screen so we can all see, and then I'll answer them. How do you identify a hot sector? Okay. I identify a hot sector based on, it can't just be one stock, and it can't just be a news catalyst for one stock. It's got to be a fundamental catalyst within an entire area of the economy or an entire area of some type of, for lack of a better word, sector. For example, this takes me back to a really big swing trade that we had a few months ago, was Sun W. We bought Sun W at like $8. It ended up going to like 22. I was flat by like 15 though. I didn't hold it all the way to 22. But the reason behind that trade was because that was right when the Democrats just took control of the Senate. And, what I had said to myself was, okay, you got a Democrat White House, a Democrat House, and a Democrat Senate. You're going to want to look to see, okay, that means Democrats will be able to really focus and push their policies. What are their policies? And let's figure out whether you agree with them or not. Irrelevant. Okay. It's how do you make money from it? Okay. That's your job as a trader. Don't ever let your political views or opinions get in the way of you making money, because at the end of the day, if you do, the joke's on you, nobody else. So we were able to identify and say to myself, okay, well, clean energy, right? And then I started looking at some of the clean energy plays. I started looking at some of the solar sectors or the solar sector. And I identified some really good chart setups within that sector, Sun W being one of them. And then we got into a swing trade, and a week later, the stock just absolutely, runs to $22. It was an amazing trade. But that's how you identify like a hot sector, or that's how you forecast or try to predict a hot sector, by using some fundamental analysis and catalysts like that. The other will be, if you have something that happens that you think is going to move an entire sector. Like here's an example, but here's the opposite of a hot sector. But when President Biden announced that they were considering regulating the amount of nicotine that's allowed in cigarettes, that was just about a week and a half ago. I believe he said that. Philip Morris, Altria, all your big tobacco companies, they all got crushed on the back of that news. That's bad news for those companies. So those stocks all sold off. It's not a matter of like individual news for one company as it is individual news or I should say individual, but news for an entire sector. So you want to make sure that you're not trying to you don't want to just be long a stock because some other stock that is in the same sector is doing well, unless it is a sector-based catalyst. Like if the crypto stocks, like when Bitcoin was rallying from 40 to 50 to 60,000, all your crypto stocks were moving. Riot, Mara, Can, all of them were moving higher. That's going to be a sector-based move rather than an individual company coming out with news. So you want to focus more on bigger picture catalysts, not individual company catalysts. If your stop loss and profit target's much, let me make this a little bit bigger so we can read this better. Is your stop loss and profit targets much further away from your buy price when you swing versus day trade? Is your stop loss and profit targets much further away from your buy price when you swing? Yes. Yes, Brittany. I'm sorry. It took me a second. I didn't understand your question when I first read it. I'm sorry. Yes. So when I swing trade, I'm typically looking for a much bigger move. Okay. When I'm swing trading, I'm looking for a much bigger move. So my stop losses and my profit targets will tend to be further away than my individual day trades. Okay. So, but my risk remains the same. My dollar risk remains the same. Okay. You've got to figure out, you got to ask yourself, okay, what's the dollar amount you're comfortable risking per trade? Making up a number for ease of conversation. Let's say you're okay risking $200 per trade. So meaning if you get stopped out and you're wrong, you're going to lose $200. If that's the case, no matter if I'm doing a day trade, a swing trade, whatever, you have to position size yourself. So if you get stopped out, you're going to lose $200. Okay. So yes, your stop loss and profit targets might be further away, but that doesn't mean you take on more risk than you would in a day trade just because your stop loss is further away. You just adjust your position size and you make sure that you're still risking the same $200, just using that example, that would be within your risk tolerance. Great question though, Brittany. Hey, Mike, today I noticed I'm a better trader compared to when I first joined because I sat on my hands managing an open swing position compared to just trading the rest of my account because it's there. Way to go, Dennis. Way to go, Dennis. Congratulations, man. That's a great feeling. That's a great feeling when you recognize progress like that in yourself. Great job, man. Keep it up. Keep it up, Dennis. Yeah, money's great, but when I think, I'm just thinking with Dennis's question or comment rather, that, money's great, but you can measure progress in many different ways, guys. You can measure progress in many different ways. Do you ever follow the stocks that you missed and have gone on a run, or do you forget and move on to the next grade A setup? No, I mean, it depends on it depends. It depends on the stock because, one of the things that I always say to members is that if a stock is truly strong, you'll get more than one crack at it. And that held true today. BTX, could have given you multiple entries. There were, 3 or 4 different, grade A opportunities on BTX. So just because I'll miss an entry on a stock doesn't mean that I'm just going to forget about it and move on. I'll still focus on that stock. Today's a little different because I made the decision to let BTX go, but it wasn't because I felt like this stock doesn't have any more room or because I thought the stock was weakening. It was a mental issue that I had today where I was very frustrated with what happened to me this morning. And I felt that. And I really felt that. And I didn't want to get myself into a position where, like BTX, an extremely volatile trade, and I had a call to make. I had a decision to make. I'm going to say to myself, do I go after this even though I feel my emotions are kind of running wild a little bit? Or do I try to stay as disciplined as I possibly can and resist this urge? Because I feel like if I trade with my emotions right now, I might make a mistake. And when you trade with emotions, you make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you lose money. And today I made the decision to let it go. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later on the live stream, but always remember this saying: if a stock is truly strong, you will get more than one crack at it. So when you do miss your first entry, don't kick and scream and cry. Stay focused, because if it's truly strong, you'll get another entry opportunity. And that held true with BTX today. It was an isolated incident for me or an isolated situation for me this morning where I was distracted and I was frustrated and I made the decision to just stay away. So I hope that answers your question, Yusef. Great question, though. Pot stocks after today have now officially paid for my lifetime membership thanks to TTG and Wolf. Boom! That's what I'm talking about, Guy Ward. Nice job, baby. Oh, let's go. Just became a lifetime member today. Love you guys. I love your username. Let's go. Lifetime member, baby. I love it. I love it. That's it. You guys are stuck with me now, man. You guys are stuck with me. When a stock is at all-time highs and making new highs, how do you determine where to take profits? Robert Howard, great question. Okay. Couple of things. This is not as easy or straightforward of an answer as you might be looking for. You do have something called Fibonacci extension levels that a lot of traders do use. Fibonacci extension levels are a tool that you can draw out a move, its fib level, and then its extension on how far you think the stock is going to go. And the extension level will actually give you potential resistance areas. So Fibonacci extensions is one way for you guys to be able to identify resistance levels on stocks that are at all-time highs that don't have any resistance in sight. The other is going to be a gauge of momentum, and always kind of remember and look at it this way, Robert. You're never going to catch the stock's entire move, so don't try to. At some point, you've got to be happy with the profit that you have. Okay, you can't just wait for the stock to stop going up, because by then it's going to be too late, and you'll be sitting in a very deep pullback. So at some point, you're going to have to just be happy with the profits that you're taking off the table. Intraday, you can, when a stock is really making a momentum move, you can maybe use the trade line as an example. The further the stock gets away from the trade line, you can take profits off every time it extends away from it, because when a stock is making a clear directional momentum-based move, that trade line comes into effect. It's a momentum indicator. But a stock will always have a tendency to pull back to it once the momentum settles. and then that trade line indicator would become irrelevant. Okay, so when there's no momentum and the stock's consolidating, the trade line means nothing. When a stock's making a clear momentum-based move, that trade line will really kind of come into play and kind of help give support as the stock is making a move. And every time it extends away from it, you can take a piece off the table, because remember, the further a stock extends away from the trade line, the more momentum the stock has at that moment. But momentum doesn't last forever. The further it gets away, the more of a tendency you're going to have. It's going to pull back into it. So you can also take profits on every extension off the trade line, assuming that it's going to pull itself back into it. As a fresh to the game trader, how do I filter through all the scams talking about AI software? Oh my God. I hate these things. I hate these things. I hate these AI softwares. These AI softwares out there that claim to have like this, buy signal. All right, I'm going to go ahead and buy. Sell signal up. I'm going to go ahead and sell. I'll tell you guys what. It's not easy to create a successful algorithm. It's not that simple to do. And throughout my years of trading, I have seen successful AI softwares and successful algorithms, and I've seen absolutely horrible ones. The other thing that is really problematic about AI software is that it usually it has a very difficult time adjusting as markets change. Markets are forever changing and adjusting and evolving. Sectors get hot, sectors get cold, volatility increases, volatility decreases. AI softwares will struggle when market shifts occur. And that's the biggest thing that you have to worry about when you're managing an algorithmic, like an algo hedge fund. So like the fund that I worked at, we had a human element and we also had they call it black boxes. So black boxes is like, it's just an algorithm. Okay. Our lead programmer actually was stolen from us by Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs came in and offered him a few $1,000,000 as like a signing bonus, took him on. He left listen, if Goldman Sachs wants you, you go. Okay. You go. So it was an amicable thing, but the guy made a decision. He ended up going to Goldman Sachs. But you have to constantly be adjusting that algorithm based on market conditions. You can't just say, I've got an algorithm and that's it. You just let it run for the rest of eternity. It will fail. It has to continuously be tweaked and changed and altered based on market conditions. So anyone that's going to try to sell you some kind of AI software, okay, great. Talk to me about your updates. Are they going to give you different algorithms and they're going to change those algorithms and the AI software is going to change? Or is it just, hey, you're going to pay these people $10,000 and they're going to give you buy and sell signals? I just don't buy it. I've seen way more AI software scams than I have successes. And even the ones that aren't scams, maybe they're great now, but as markets shift, they become unsuccessful. So what one AI software that might work, this year won't work next year. Something like, it depends on what the shift is and how the algorithm adjusts or does not. I have seen way more scams and way more failures than I have successes. So, but I'm not saying they all are terrible. There are some good ones, but generally speaking, I would stay away. I don't use any. Take it that way. I don't use any. A month ago, I had no idea what a fib level was. Yesterday, I saw a stock bounce off it, and I stayed in trade and took profit later and set stop loss just under another TGD rocks. Yes, she Bowers. Great job. Nothing better than learning the education, learning the material, and implementing it in your trading. I love it. I love it. How do you manage having a home life and being a full-time intensive day trader? It's really not that simple. It's difficult. It got in the way with me today. You know, it got in the way. It got in the way for me today. You know, it's you have to. You know, it's not just being a trader. It's also being a business owner. You know, it's both. You know, I'm trading, but I'm also running a business at the same time. TTG is a business. You know, we've got, 5,500 members that we are constantly making sure are getting value and are being taken care of. And, we have 21 employees. Like, it's a business, so it's not easy. I know there's a lot of people out there that you guys own small businesses, or you operate your own business, or you have a full-time job, or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and dad, which, yes, that's a full-time job as well. Where it's a difficult balance. And what I will tell you is that, how do you manage it? You have to just say to yourself, and I use this phrase a lot, you trade when you can, not when you want. And it's something that, is difficult for some people because they always feel like they've got to be in the market. They've got to be trading because they think they're going to miss out on some crazy move. But if you're distracted, you're going to have a much greater chance of making a mistake. And you have to really trade when you can, not when you want. Is really, like, I had a one-on-one with a member a couple of weeks ago that just sticks out, pops in my head. He's a fireman. And he was, at the firehouse, and, he's trying to trade and day trade, and the fire alarm goes off. Meanwhile, he's sitting here in a position, and the fire alarm goes off, and he, as soon as the fire alarm goes off, I mean, anyone on here that's a fireman, when that bell rings, it doesn't matter what the hell you're doing. You are up, you are dressed, you are in the truck, and you are gone, because literally every second matters, and every second can be someone's life. So, and he just right up, got his stuff, and ran out and didn't set a stop loss. And that really cost him, because the trade ended up, the stock ended up making a move where he would have taken profit, but he wasn't at his desk. He was on the job, and the stock then, hit resistance, pulled itself back in, and then ended up losing money on the trade, which should have been a profitable trade. And I'm telling him, like, listen, man, you've got to trade when you can, not when you want. I know you wanted to be trading because, it was a hot stock, and it was, something that was moving, and everybody was talking about it. But look what happened. You trade when you can, not when you want. And I think that's probably one of the best pieces of advice that I can give to someone that's trying to manage, home life while being a full-time intensive day trader. Today, I just made my first $2,500 and just bought as a gift the full-time membership. Now Broken Bone is part of the family. Yes, Michael's the best, guys. So glad to find him on YouTube. Yes, Broken Bone. Yes, welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the family. Everybody give a big warm welcome. Broken Bone username in chat. Welcome to the family, man. Welcome. How do I get the most out of TTG when I have a full-time job that demands my time during market hours and limits me to trading on my mobile phone? That limits you to trading on your mobile phone. So if you are never able to place a trade during market hours, it's going to be extremely difficult for you. If you are never able to be on a computer while the market is open, because at some point you're going to have to enter the trade. So, the limits. Oh, wait, are you saying hours and limits me to? Okay, so you're saying you can trade on your phone. So demand your time during market hours and limits me to trading on my phone. So you can only trade on your phone. If I'm reading this correctly, and you said you can trade on your phone, then we're okay. If you can trade on your phone, there are thousands of members in TTG that place trades on their phone, because the majority of our members do work full-time jobs. So they will go by and they'll use our mobile app. Okay. So to get the most out of True Trading Group, you have to make sure you use our mobile app. Our mobile app is absolutely amazing. This app, we've updated it, the new features. I mean, it's so incredible. Downloadable on iPhone and Android. You guys can still be connected inside of chat, even if you're not in front of your computer. You can see the screen share, you can listen to the audio analysis, but most importantly, you get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. And all of our members that are working full-time jobs or are not in front of their computer, they get a notification on their mobile device. They pull it up, they open up their account, they place the trade, they set their stop loss, and then they put their phone back down and they get back to work. So in order to get the most out of the membership, you want to make sure that you are using that mobile app, but also that you're going through our swing trading watch list. You have some of our moderators that's specialize in swing trading. They provide swing trading watch lists and trading ideas. So I would say to pay very close attention to those, because we give out ideas for swing trading. And that's something else that I think you'd be able to really benefit from. Aside from also, Damon, you also, man, the education that you get in True Trading Group, it's so valuable. Even if you're not an active trader, just the education that you can get from a long-term standpoint and understanding markets, understanding opportunity in the market, understanding, long-term investing and different sectors and different companies that we like for the long term, because I always share with you guys, our long-term investment ideas. Even that pays for itself. Just that education can pay for itself. I mean, you go back to March of 2020, it's the biggest example that I can have of something like this. Is March 2020, when the world was ending, I was screaming from the rooftops, telling all my teaching members that this is the greatest opportunity of our generation to buy stocks now. Literally, March and April, I bought everything I can get my hands on. I bought Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Disney, Nvidia, Qualcomm, AMD, PayPal, Square, you name it, I bought it in March and April. Look at what those stocks have done since March and April. Okay, you're talking triple-digit gains on all of them. It's nuts. Just that type of education and just that type of guidance can pay for itself, even if you're not an active trader. 3-day member for DraftKings. Made my money back already today, scalping SPY during the Fed speech. Pre-market sessions gave me confidence I was missing. Let's get it. Yes, DraftKings. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. That pre-market session is so priceless. That pre-market session is priceless. You've got Jason Simmons, one of our moderators. We call him the professor. And he comes on every morning. He opens up the chat room at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. And it's basically an entire teaching session from 7:30 in the morning until just after 9 a.m. when I come on the microphone, I give you guys my game plan. So Jason will go over the watch list. Jason will go over economic data, catalysts, what's going on in the markets, and give the whole breakdown of that. And then I come on a little after 9 and I tell everybody my game plan on the stocks that I'm watching. So I'll tell you guys, okay, this stock's one of the top stocks that I'm watching. What do I am expecting the stock to do? Watch for the stock to do this. Watch for this to be support. This is going to be an area of resistance. I give everybody that game plan pre-market. That is so crucial for an active trader to have that game plan established early. We did that this morning. We did that on CLOV. We talked about BTX, and a lot of members were able to really capitalize on those trades today based on that analysis. And that's why I think it's one of the most important aspects of trading. Kevin, 3 for 3 today. We killed it. Way to go, Kevin, man. Great day. Great day. Way to go. Yep, 7:30 a.m. the party starts. That's right. 7:30 a.m. the party starts. How long is the live chat session? What does it entail? Thank you. Ali B. We open up the chat at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. We close it down around 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes we keep it open longer. Sometimes Adam goes in there and does some stuff. So sometimes we keep the chat room open a little bit longer, but typically from 7:30 a.m. Eastern until 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And what does it entail? It entails me and my 6 pro trader moderators sharing our screen with you during the day, and you have the ability to toggle back and forth between which moderator's screen you want to look at. You have all of us live on the microphone, so we're all talking to you throughout the day, telling you where we see opportunity, answering questions, calling out our trades in real time. I come on the microphone before I enter a trade, and I tell everybody what I'm looking at, where I'm going to be a buyer, that, hey, guys, this is the stock I'm looking at. This is the area that I'm going to be a buyer, so that everybody knows in advance what I'm going to be doing. And then whenever me or any one of the moderators enters a trade or exits a trade, you get a audio notification and a alert pops up in chat that lets you know what was the trade that has just been executed by one of the moderators. You have the ability to communicate with other members in chat. You have the ability to send private messages to the moderators and ask questions. You've got our Benzinga real-time news feed that's directly inside of chat as well. So you have a live news feed that gives you breaking to the second news inside of chat. All of this happens on a daily basis inside the TGD chat room. It's a great place to be. There's no place like home. Right, guys? My TGD fam, there's no place like home. 3 green days in a row in my 3rd week. Yes, I am now a TTG addict. That's one thing that we can be proud to be addicts of, man. Way to go, Pam. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. Teaching me to pick up 20s and 100s all day has gave me confidence. I've been green all week, taking small profits thanks to TTG. Johnny B, that is music to my ears, brother. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm happy for you. Great job, man. Badri, 1 for 2 today. Thanks to great risk management lessons, ended positive for the day. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you trade. Right there, Badri. That's how you trade. Inexperienced traders that do not understand risk management properly will go 1 for 2 and they'll be right on the day. Why? Because they lose more money when they're wrong than they make when they're right. And that has everything to do with proper risk management. Badri, great job. Benzinga News alone is worth the membership. It really is, Mark. It really is, because honestly, that Benzinga news feed, if the Benzinga news feed that we have in chat, if you bought it on your own, like let's say you never became a True Trading Group member, and you're like, hey, I really want a news feed. I heard good things about Benzinga. And you went to Benzinga and you're like, hey, I want to subscribe to your news feed. They're going to charge you $1,188 a year for that news feed. It's free with your membership. So yeah, it absolutely is worth a membership on its own. It's not just the tips. They explain their thinking behind everything. It's what brings the lessons to life. That's really true. I always, when I'm in chat, you guys hear me do this a lot. My members hear me do this a lot. I just talk out loud. Like, in order for you to truly learn this, I think it's very important for you to know what's going on in my head. Like, for me just, let's say I don't say a word. Then I come on the microphone and I say, guys, I'm going to be a buyer of BTX at 22. And that's all I said. And then 30 seconds later, an alert comes out that long BTX 22.15, stop loss 21. You're not going to learn. You're not going to learn. What I will do is I will come on the microphone and I will say, hey, guys, I'm looking at BTX. Here's why. It's doing this. It's doing that. It's holding this level. Here's my fib level. Here's my VWAP. Here's my trade line. This is what I like about it. This is why I'm going to be a buyer here. My stop loss is going to be in this area. I'm going to take profits here, here, here because of this resistance, and what I see on the chart here. I explain to you my thought process. That's how you learn. You know, just watching somebody else trade without any explanation or without understanding the thought process, it makes it very difficult for you to actually learn. In that case, you're just trying to blindly follow somebody without understanding, why am I buying the stock in the first place? That's how you guys actually learn. And that's why I really put a big emphasis on that inside of chat when I'm talking to you guys. New trader here. Is there any literature I should look at to help me trade? Yeah. Cody Lee, the THD courses, man. The THD courses. We have an entire course curriculum on our website that will start you off from day one, Cody. Our beginner and foundation courses, our courses are broken up in beginner and advanced. Beginner and foundation courses will literally start you off from day one. Like, hey, I've never traded stock a day in my life. Let's get started. That's where the beginner foundation courses begin. Okay. So if you are looking for help, getting started trading, my advice to you is to get a real professional education. Don't scour YouTube for hours watching a bunch of videos, because you're going to watch some that might be good. You're going to watch some that are going to be totally garbage. And you're going to have a very difficult time differentiating between who's actually teaching you something correctly and who's just feeding you complete shit. You're going to have a hard time differentiating that. Now, me, I can go on YouTube and I can tell you this person knows their stuff. This person's a total poser. This person's actually a really good trader and definitely has professional experience. This person doesn't know their ass from their elbow. I can tell you that within watching somebody's video for 5 minutes. I'll tell you who's real and who's completely full of it. But that's because I've been doing this for 17 years. I've traded professionally on Wall Street. I've gotten a real education. I can sniff out a bullshit artist from a mile away. But someone that's never done this before is going to have a hard time making that distinction. So I would say, make sure you get yourself a professional education. I would start with the beginner foundation courses. Mike, yesterday's lesson on position sizing was awesome. Thank you. I created a file to quickly access share size and put it to work today, and it worked flawlessly. Yes, especially with BTX. Thank you, Gio. Great job, man. That really makes me happy. That makes me happy that we went over some great lessons in last night's live stream. If any of you are new to the TGD live stream, oh my goodness, I think you need to go back and watch yesterday's live stream when we're done here. The lessons on last night's live stream are worth thousands on their own, and I gave it to you guys totally for free. Gio, I'm really glad to hear you were implementing that in your trading today. New to the group this week, and I've learned more in 3 days than I have in a year. This group is awesome. Ira Day, yes, welcome to the family. 1 week in. I told you guys, real education, you're going to learn more. You'll learn more in TTG in 1 week than you will in the last year, I guarantee it. There's plenty of material, but the TGD course pick out the best and most reliable indicators and patterns and provides the material in an easy to understand manner that you can adopt quickly. Amen to that. They say that being a good educator is having the ability to explain a complex topic in simplistic ways. That's what makes a good educator. I could understand material better than anybody in the world, but if I can't explain it to you, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. I use Mike Edwards' trade line VO crossover strategy to find an entry on Doge. Made $35K in 48 hours from that. I joined TTG a week later. Yes. Yes, Ecom investor. Great job, man. Big money. 35K in 48 hours. I'll take it. Nice job. Welcome to the family. Is trading options the best way to grow a small account? It's a good way. It's not the only way. It's a good way. It is in a faster way. So listen. Trading options is a faster way to grow your account. It's also a faster way to blow up your account. You have to understand that. Trading options are great for small accounts because it provides you with great leverage that you don't have the buying power to necessarily buy shares of Facebook, right? But you do have the buying power to buy options of Facebook. And the moves are the moves are much bigger. So like if Facebook moves 5%, Facebook's option might move 30, 40, 50%, depending on the option contract that you're buying. So that's great for you to grow a small account, but that extra upside also carries extra potential downside. So when you are going to trade options, it is imperative, it is crucial that you actually understand how to trade options. You understand how options work. They are different than trading stocks. They do not move the same way. There are other factors that affect the price of an option that do not affect the price of a stock. You must understand this before you start trading options. So do not just blindly start buying options without having any idea of what you're doing. Please go through the option courses first so you understand the risks before trading them. Everybody looks at the cost of a course. Nobody considers the cost of being in the same. Oh, Brian, yes. Brian, that was fire. Brian, that was fire. I say this all the time because I say, like, okay, so many people on this live stream right now, if I told them, hey, man, you can join True Training Group and get a professional education, literally a simplified version of what I learned that I worked at the fund, you can get that and access to our entire platform, all of our resources, Benzinga newsfeed, quote stream level 1 and level 2, trade ideas scanner, the trade simulator, our video library, all of our courses. And you can get access to all that for $1,200 for the whole year. And people are like, oh man, what? That's too much money. I don't know. I don't know. But every single person on this live stream right now would have no problem taking $1,200 and putting it into some stupid stock that they read about on Reddit or Twitter. You wouldn't even think twice about it. Think about how silly that is. That you would invest $1,200 in some stock because somebody on social media that you've never met, you don't even know what they look like or who they are or what their experience level is, they said to buy it and hold it. And you would take $1,200 and you would do that. But you wouldn't take $1,200 and invest in your own education. Think about how silly that is. Brian, that's an excellent point. Michael, as a professional trader, you still deal with emotional aspects of trading. Hearing you talk about it, I feel that I am not the only one with the issue. Pre-market mental preparation is step number 1. Absolutely, guys, I'm human. I'm human too, okay? The mental aspect of trading is something that you will never fully master. You always will have to control and battle with emotions and the psychological aspect of trading throughout your entire career. You can be a $1 million a year trader. You're still going to deal with emotional aspects of trading that you have to control. It never ends. The second you think you've got it figured, the second you get arrogant and you think, I did it, I beat the market, I figured it out, that's when the market humbles you and you're right back to shit. All right. It's the stock market's game. I'm just playing in it. You don't run the show. Mike has the ability to take difficult concepts and present them in easy to understand, digestible bits. As an educator, this is essential to help students. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know where this came from. I got to be honest with you guys. I don't know. It's something that I've heard from many, many people. My TeachD family members, you guys could maybe, my TeachD fam, you guys could maybe comment in chat. But I've been told by many people that I have like I'm not trying to be, silly, but like where people say like I have like a gift, like as an educator to explain things in a way that people can understand. I don't know where it came from. I really don't, but I've been told it by many of our members. And I think it's really important. And you know what it is? If you really understand something, you can explain it to others. When you see some people on YouTube and they're trying to like go through a lesson and you don't understand what they're talking about, the chances are it's that they're explaining it poorly because they don't really know it that well. And that is something that I think speaks to the education level and experience level of the educator, that they don't have the ability to explain something in such a simplistic form that someone that's brand new can actually understand it. I think that says everything that you need to know about the person doing the educating. All right, guys, I think we'll take one more question and then we'll get the show on the road. One more question. Are we good? We good? Think we're done? No, not yet. Take one more question, guys. Fire away. Mike, you definitely know what you're talking about because you always explain things in detail and in a way we can all understand. TGD Big T, thanks, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I try. What made me go into trading? I was in college and my original major was accounting, and I absolutely hated it. It was so boring. Credits and debits. No offense to any accountants out there. No offense. It just wasn't for me. But as part of my business requirements, one of my classes that I took was a portfolio management course. And that was my first real introduction to like the stock markets and asset management and everything. And I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. I loved it. I was fascinated by how every aspect of the economy is connected. I was fascinated how, political tensions in Africa could affect oil supply to regions in Europe that could affect, like the production of a factory. Like it's just incredible about how every single thing that happens in the world there's a cause and effect for everything. And I was fascinated by that. I'm fascinated that, if there's an explosion at a factory in Germany, what that's going to do to, commodity prices. It's just like, I was fascinated about that. And then I went on and I switched my major to finance and I started taking a bunch of econ classes. I took like macroeconomics, microeconomics. I took econ stat. So I graduated with a bachelor's in finance with a strong understudy in economics. I didn't have a minor in economics. Stupid me. I actually missed the minor by like a couple of credits. I should have just taken another class, but I had like an extensive study in economics as well as the major in finance. And I knew that, hey, when you think about finance, you think, what are the two highest paying industries? Investment banking and hedge funds. I applied to like 26 different hedge funds when I graduated college. Only 2 of them got back to me. And I got the job at one of them. The correlation between picking the proper strike price and underlying. It's actually personal preference on how aggressive you want to be on the trade. There's different styles. Some traders will go after stocks or options that are in the money, at the money, or out of the money. Okay, so the way that this works is in the money options will have less risk and a little less reward. At the money will kind of be right in the middle, risk reward, and out of the money will be higher risk reward. Okay, so it really comes down to personal preference on how aggressive you want to be with your trade. The way that I usually take options is I usually will buy an option that is currently out of the money, but if the stock does what I think it's going to do, it will then go into the money. That's usually how I do it. But you have some traders that only buy in the money options or at the money options. So it really just comes down to personal preference on what you, on how aggressive you want to be with your risk reward, and how aggressive you want to be with the trade. All right. All right, guys. So I think that wraps it up there. What a Q&A session. My goodness, it's been an hour. Guys, I got to tell you, man, when we do these Q&As, time absolutely flies. I got to tell you, you guys asked some really, really good questions. on this live, and I didn't even realize that an hour has gone by already. I have a lot that I want to talk to you guys about, so let's dive in. I want to get things started here. That wraps up our Q&A aspect here of the live stream, and now I want to get into the daily market recap, and we'll talk about BTX and we'll talk about CLOV. So let's talk about what happened in the markets today. All right, let's talk about what happened in the market. Hold on one second, guys. There's a lot of people that are asking me some questions. All right, before I do that, there are a lot of people that are asking about the membership from when I was talking about earlier about, spend $1,200 on a trade versus, investing $1,200. And I was talking about the Benzinga news feed. So let me just kind of hit on that just real quickly for those of you that are asking. So before I get into the rest of this live stream, there's a lot of people that, like I said, were asking about the price and asking about the membership. So guys, listen, I want you all to think about True Trading Group as the Netflix of trading communities. You pay one price for the year, you get access to literally everything that we offer. I see people in chat that are asking about memberships. Before I get into it, I want all that are interested to listen up, okay? My partner Adam and I have been working on building True Trading Group since we first came up with the idea in 2014. We launched at the end of 2016, really the beginning of 2017. We really went open to the public, and we've been building True Trading Group ever since. We work seriously 12 to 15 hours a day minimum for our TTG members. We provide our members access to a professional 15-course curriculum, Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, Quote Media's real-time level 1, full book level 2, real-time options data, TradingView's pro charting software with real-time streaming pricing, ETNA's trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, access to our chat room, which is unlike anything you've ever experienced. And no, it is not Telegram, it's not WhatsApp, it's not Discord, it's not Webinato or anything like that. Our chat room is a proprietary, game-changing platform. Ask any of our members how out of this world amazing our chat room platform is and the features that members are able to use. Within chat, we trade live with you all day. We don't disappear 2 hours into the day and leave you there fending for yourselves. We are there with you in the trenches all day long. And our collective win rate in chat as moderators is around 83%. That means around 83% of the time that a moderator calls out a trade, it is a profitable one. We give you access. We don't charge you to talk to us or get advice or ask questions. We do workshops. We do webinars on weekdays, on weekends. We give away hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cash and prizes to our members. Every 300 members we give away $30,000 or a Tesla. And every 150 lifetime members we give away $50,000 or a Porsche. We do the TGD Stimmy, which gives back cash to our members nightly. We do one-on-one mentor sessions. We do small private study groups. We go above and beyond for the people inside of True Trading Group. Every member that signs up gets a brand new Asus, Lenovo, Dell, HP, or Chromebook laptop. Why do we do all this? Why? To answer that, I want to ask this question right now. I want to know right now how many people on the stream have been a part of another group, courses, chat room, all the usual stuff, were promised the world only to get upsold, nickel and dimed, and always feel like that success was just a couple thousand, was an extra couple $1,000s away, as long as you kept buying whatever was promised that you would eventually make money. If that is something you've experienced, I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now. I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now. What a shame. Look at all these number 1s. Look at all these number 1s. That's why. You want to know why? That's why. I said before, TTG is a business that operates in a space with one of the worst reputations, and for good reason. This is an industry where people will say and do anything in order to get you to pay something and then push you to pay more until you have nothing left to spend. Adam and I decided a long time ago that in order to have TTG grow into something much bigger than just a business or a trading group, we needed to come into this industry and disrupt everything. Every day, the entire team eats, breathes, and sleeps this for our members. And yes, even after you pay your membership fee, we still live, breathe, eat, and sleep for you. The members you see in this chat that are commenting in chat right now, they are not paid to be here. These members support us because they are doing well with us and they recognize our passion and they show their support. Guys, there's over 1,000 people that are on here right now watching this live stream. Our price for a membership is $2,212. We are currently offering it for $1,277, and every day it goes up by a couple bucks. Why? I'm glad you guys asked. In life, you need to know and understand your worth. Well, we know ours, and it is a hell of a lot higher than we have one price up front for the whole year. You get access to everything that we are, the Netflix of trading communities. Our price is going to $2,500. And yes, we will run sales here and there where it will be $2,250 or $2,000 or $2,350, etc. And guess what? We have a price match guarantee. So if you buy it at $2,500 and tomorrow it goes down to $2,000, you will get a several $100 credit towards your following year's renewal and get an extra one-on-one. This way, no one ever gets shafted when signing up. Guys, we know what we're worth. $2,500 is a fair price for what we offer, but we will not go to $2,500 overnight. We're going to walk that price up little by little daily. So tonight, you can get everything that we offer, including a free laptop. They're first come, first serve. There's limited supply for only $1,277. That's 42% off the current full price. And guys, it is going up. The price, I'm telling you all now, our price is going up. We have added so many features and tools onto the platform for our members that the price has to go up. Okay. We include the news feed, the level 2, the simulator, the scanner. We include all of these things, analyst reports. All of this is included in your membership, but we, as a business, it costs us a lot of money to pay these services and these data feeds to give them to our members. So as we keep adding services and tools to the platform, we have to keep raising the price because it costs us money to add the platform or add the service and the tool onto the platform. Okay. We also offer a money back guarantee. I'm dead serious. That's how confident I am in the membership and the education that we provide at your trading group. That I'm so confident that if you're willing to put in a little bit of work, that this can and will work for you. So anyone that goes through all of our courses, passes all the quizzes, and attends one of our private study groups, if you do that, you do those 3 things, if you still don't make back the cost of your membership, which you can get right now for $1,277. If you don't make that money back once within your membership, I'll give you all your money back. I'll give you a full refund. 82% of our members have gone on to become profitable traders. That's why I'm able to confidently offer you a money back guarantee. Plain and simple. Use the coupon code TTG121. Okay. You must enter that code. Okay. If you go to the website, you're going to be paying $2,000 for the membership. That code is specifically for people that are on the live stream. You guys come on the live stream. You're here to learn. You're dedicated. You're motivated. You're spending time with me watching these lives, getting lessons. You're eager to learn. I like that. I respect that. I'm going to give you guys the coupon code TTG121. You must enter it. You must click apply code to get the 42% off and get the price of $1,277. The price is going to start to go up every single day as we are moving our price to $2,500. I'm telling you all, fair warning now. So we're not going to move it there overnight, but we are going there. Okay, so if you guys have ever wanted or thought about joining TTG, the time to do so is literally right now. Don't wait for the price to be $1,400, $1,500, $1,700, $2,000, $2,200, because the price is not going to come back down to $1,277 again ever. So I'm telling you guys that right now. Okay, the laptops are very limited, guys. Okay, the laptops are limited. It is a first come, first serve basis. So when you guys go to checkout, if you see a laptop in your checkout, that means we still have them in supply. But if you go to checkout and there's no laptop in your checkout page, that means the laptops are gone. Okay, it is a first come, first serve basis. So if you guys are considering joining, I wouldn't even wait till we're done with the live stream. Enter the code, do it now to make sure you secure one of the free laptops. All right. So guys, let's get into the daily recap of the day. Let's talk about what went on here today. For that, I've got a little presentation that we made for you guys. You can download this there's a link in the description below. You can download this presentation in PDF format. I'm going to go ahead now, guys, and I'm going to share my screen. All right. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and we're going to get into the stock market recap. What happened today? Today was a big day. It was Fed day. Markets traded mostly sideways in anticipation of the Fed minutes, and then drove some cautionary headwinds during the first half of the session. We started trading a little bit lower. But then following the minutes, the markets climbed mostly flat by the close. It was a whipsaw back and forth type of day. Okay, we started up, we went down, we rallied to all-time highs after the Fed announcement. Then we pulled ourselves all the way back in. We went all the way down towards the lows of the day, and then we basically closed flat. We had strong earnings after hours by Apple and Facebook, and now the markets are trading at just a little bit higher, but not much off of the yesterday's close. Okay, S&P reached a new intraday all-time high. The Nasdaq surged while striking distance of all-time highs, and the Dow reversed course from an earlier pullback briefly, but that actually finished red today. Markets paused ahead of more tech earnings. Will that change Thursday after big tech released on Wednesday? Apple beat. Increase of $90 billion to the existing stock repurchase program. Facebook beat. Revenue rose by a ridiculous 48%. Facebook absolutely destroyed earnings. That's going to be a $400 stock before you can blink. Qualcomm beat, gave strong guidance. Top stories of the day focus on the reopening. Fed minutes. We'll talk about details of this on the next slide. Biden speaks tonight, guys. Actually, in 22 minutes, Biden speaks. He's laying out his next legislative priority. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I won't keep you guys much further than that. I know, it's his first address to join Congress. So this is actually a really important session here later tonight. His plans are to outline the first 100-day rollout of his $1.8 trillion American Families Plan. We're going to get details on that. Listen up for infrastructure. That's going to be a big topic of discussion that people are going to want to be listening to. Mixed earnings, but there's still more to come. What did the Fed say? Let's talk about that. Target range for the Fed funds rate remains at 0. No change there. Everybody knew we're going to get no change in interest rates. Highlighted the recent progress in some of the reopening trades we discussed Monday and Tuesday. Leisure and hospitality employment grew, but is still notably below pre-pandemic levels. Powell noted that the recovery remained uneven and incomplete. Housing market being watched closely. Strong demand, very low supply. That is seeing housing prices surge. Housing prices increased by 12%. We talked about that yesterday. That data came out yesterday. Part of a strong economy with people having money to spend. The American consumer is extremely cashed the F up. Okay. The amounts of insane stimulus that have been dropped from helicopters and cargo planes is leading to an extremely strong U.S. consumer with money to spend. Okay. Does not see unsustainable pricing, bad loans, etc. So those are good things. Longer term inflation expectations are well anchored at 2%. This is the key sticking point that Powell continues to harp on. Aims to achieve inflation moderately above 2% for some time to weigh out the average of 2% over time. This is the important factor that he keeps saying. If he's right, the markets will be just fine. If he's wrong, the markets are in serious trouble. Now, even if the markets are in serious trouble, don't worry. I've traded through serious trouble before. I traded through March of 2020. We excelled. We crushed it. I traded through 2008. Don't worry. We excelled. Trader of the Year award in 2008 from the firm that I was working at. I don't care if the markets are going up, down, left, right, sideways, upside down, inside out. We're confident in our ability as diversified traders to be able to make money in these markets. The economy is a long way from the Fed's goals for inflation and employment. For inflation to move up along with moving up inflation expectations, the economy would need to be operating at a maximum performance. We're nowhere near that. Substantial further progress is needed before tapering asset purchases. That was another big point that Fed Chairman Powell reiterated today, that they're not tapering the asset purchase program. So that was a good sign for the bulls. Likely to see rising price pressure in short term, but should be a one-time increase and should not lead to levels inconsistent with the Fed's outlook. So the Fed still believes that they've got inflation under control. Let's hope that they do. Remaining economic data and earnings schedule. Thursday, we got GDP data. It's going to be a good one. Pending home sales, initial and continuing jobless claims. I expect that all these numbers to be positive. Friday, personal income and spending data, employment data, core personal price expenditure and price index data that comes out on Friday. I don't expect that to have much effects on the markets. Earnings outlook, Thursday, Friday, we got some big ones. Amazon, MasterCard, US Steel, Exxon, Chevron, Clorox, Kraft Heinz, AbbVie. One of my favorite dividend stocks that I own is AbbVie, ticker symbol ABBV. Bought a chunk of that in the 80s. That stock's up around 112, paying a great solid dividend there as well. Chevron too, own that one from much lower. Great dividends across the board there. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens for the rest of the week. But guys, remember, you can click on the link in the description below and download this. You can download this, keep it for your own records, and keep it for your own educational purposes. All right. Get it? Good. All right. All right. So that does it. That just about does it right there, guys. That just about does it right there for our recap. All right. That does it for our recap. Now what I want to do is I want to go into the trades. Okay. I want to go into the trades with you. I'm going to pull up my charts. All right. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to start things over now. What I want to do now is I want to take things over. I want to take things over to the charts. I want to talk to you guys about the trades from today. We're going to talk about the human element of trading for me today. We're going to talk about some mental aspects, some psychological aspects of trading. And for that, we're going to take things to the charts and we're going to start the lessons of the day. All right, folks. So like I said, CLOV, BTX, the two monster movers today, right? The two monster movers today. All right. Monster movers today. And these were the two of the stocks that were on the top of my list. Top of my list today. All right. First, let's get into the actual charts. Okay. Guys, listen, all my THD members for the THD Stimmy, everyone go to the main trading chat room for the Stimmy right now. No password, no password. Go to the main trading chat, my THD members. Go to the main trading chat room right now to get more information on the TGG Stimmy. Okay, my THD members, main trading chat room, no password. Go there right now for more information from Adam for the TGG Stimmy tonight. All right, let's get into the charting pattern here on CLOV. Now, pre-market, we talked about CLOV. It was one of the main stocks that I was focusing on today. I told everybody yesterday that I thought this stock had a chance to get to $11. And then today, I once again told everybody that I thought this stock had a chance to get to $11. Now, the setup on CLOV. I want you guys to learn from this. Great lessons here. Lynn Wright, that's awesome. I'm going to share, Lynn, I'm going to share your comment real quick. I have to. I'm sorry. This is such a great comment. Lynn says, I joined just to prove Mike wrong on his guarantee. I'm a lifetime member now. Heart. Lynn, that's awesome. That's awesome. I welcome the challenge. Anybody on this live stream that wants to prove me wrong on my guarantee, I welcome the challenge. I accept your challenge. You don't think that I can make you a profitable trader? Great. I'm putting my money where my mouth is because I'm going to give you a money back guarantee if I don't. Why don't you put your money where your mouth is, invest in yourself, get an education, and let's see who's right. I accept the challenge. Lynn, I'm glad I kicked your ass, but I'm more glad you're a lifetime member now, Lynn. I love you. I'm more glad you're a lifetime member. Thanks for sharing that. That was awesome. That's a great comment. That's a great comment. All right. So guys, let's get into CLOV. Okay. Now, lesson here that I need you all to focus on is the extremely high volume break over yesterday's high. This is the key. Here's yesterday's high. There it is. Bang. Okay. What I really need you guys to focus on, we broke above yesterday's high, but what's the key aspect of this? The key aspect, guys, it's the volume that came in when we did it. It's the volume that came in when we do it. Notice that the opening bell volume, look at the opening bell volume, and I'm just talking the first two candles, okay? I'm just talking these first couple candles. Okay, just these first couple candles right here. Okay, because this volume was all let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. There you have it. Right there you have it. So right off the open, we shot up and we broke through yesterday's high. Look at the volume bars on the breakthrough yesterday's high. Notice the size of these volume bars compared to the size of these volume bars. The heaviest volume that CLOV traded at any point during the day yesterday was right there. And right off the bat, we break through yesterday's high with the heaviest volume that this stock traded at all at any point during the day yesterday. That is an extreme sign of strength. I came on the microphone at this exact moment and I told all my members in chat, guys, watch for yesterday's high to now be support on CLOV. Well, I'm going to leave this line drawn there on my screen. That's yesterday's high. We're going to zoom this in and we're going to get a closer look to CLOV. Well, what happened? We broke through yesterday's high. Oh, yesterday's high became support. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know yesterday's high became support? This was a beautiful entry opportunity on CLOV, and then the rest was history, and the stock just made this huge, strong move right up to this level of resistance. Okay, so here's your previous level. There's your level of resistance right there, and you will see what happened with CLOV. Where do we pause? Right dead smack at that level. Right dead smack at that level. We found resistance, okay, right at this level. Stock had a little pullback and then rallied back up to highs and ended up making a move all the way up to $11. $11 was the target area for this stock because of resistance on the daily chart. What I want to do now is I want to take you guys to the daily chart. I want to show you why. Resistance on the daily chart, we zoom this in. What do you guys see here? Two major moving averages. Okay, two major moving averages. The purple line is your 100-day moving average. The yellow line, which you can see if I zoom in, the yellow line is the 200-day moving average. Okay, that's why that was the area of resistance, and I was talking about $11 being resistance for CLOV. This was a beautiful setup. It was a beautiful trade right off the pre-market game plan, right off the watch list, and right off of that lesson of the previous day's high. When a stock breaks through the prior day's high, listen to me very closely. I'll make this very simple. When a stock breaks through the prior day's high and the volume that comes in on that break, if that volume is heavier than the volume the stock traded at any point during the day, the prior day, that is a sign of strength. Okay. And you can then look for that prior day's high to then become support and look for extension. And that's exactly what happened with CLOV. Okay. And a lot of my members were able to capitalize on this. A lot of people nailed this trade today in chat. I'm really proud of all my members that capitalized on CLOV. Okay. Now let's talk about the big one today, which was BTX. Okay. BTX was just a massive all-out short squeeze. Massive all-out short squeeze. Okay. I thought that BTX was going to make a move right here when we halted to the upside. Okay. But you had one more pullback to actually make a new low of the day, which was kind of bearish at the time. But then all hell broke loose. Okay. But what happened again? What happened again? What did we do? We broke through yesterday's high. There's yesterday's high. We broke through yesterday's high with what? Heaviest volume of the day. Okay. Again, look at these volume bars. Notice these volume bars. Okay. These volume bars are heavier than what this stock was trading yesterday. That's a sign of strength. That is a sign of strength. And what do we know when that happens? That the chances of that previous high becoming support now increase. Well, look what happened here. Look what happened there. So again, yesterday's high broken to the upside, super strong, heavy volume, support, continuation. Okay, this is actually a pretty solid TTG triangle setup. That's actually a pretty strong TTG triangle setup. And then the rest is history. Okay, acceptable entry points on this, anywhere in here. Anywhere in there, acceptable entry points. Even on this break out of the TTG triangle, acceptable entry point. Why? Because of the increase in volume on the breakout of it. Then what do we have here? Okay, again, we broke through the high of the day. There's the high of the day. Okay, there's the high of the day. We broke through it. Okay, and then look, became support, rallies higher. Thank you, Judy.
Thanks, Judy.
Thank you, Judy. Hold on. Wait, guys. Judy, you are the best. I love you. Guys, Judy sent us chocolate-covered strawberries, chocolate-covered apples, little mini cheesecakes. And Adam just ran in here to give me a chocolate-covered strawberry. They're my favorite. I don't know if you knew that or not, Judy, but they literally are my favorite. So, thank you very much. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get back to it. All right. So here we go. All right. Broke through high of the day, got the pullback, became support, rallied, extended higher, and then this is just short squeeze. That's just momentum based short squeeze. That's a lot of traders that got stuck shorting this double and triple top. Okay. That's a lot of traders that got stuck shorting the double top and the triple top during lunchtime, and they just got squeezed out of this position. Okay. They just got squeezed out of this position. All right. What you will notice here one more time, though, is what? Previous high of the day. What happened? Broke through it with the heaviest volume of the day. Well, what happened? The previous high became support and follow through. Okay. So the lessons here that you guys are going to be talking about, the lessons here on this BTX is it's a repeating lesson, right? CLOV, BTX, it's a repeating lesson. Whenever a stock breaks through the high of the day or the prior day's high, if the volume is the heaviest that it's been, put it this way, the heavier the volume on that break, the greater the chance that previous high becomes support. It happened multiple times. It happened once, twice, 3 times on BTX today, and it happened earlier today on CLOV. Okay? So those are the trades. That's the trade breakdowns on BTX and CLOV. Now I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the human element, because here I am breaking down these charts for you on BTX and CLOV, right? And all the while, I didn't trade either one of them. Now you might be saying, well, Mike, oh, well, you know, it's easy for you to talk about this, but why didn't you trade it if the lessons are so clear? I'm breaking down these trades for you because I want you to learn from them so that you can catch the next BTX. Okay. There's always going to be another BTX, another CLOV. Don't ever feel like this is the last time that you guys have to make money in the markets. But I had a very specific thing that happened to me today. And this is where I want to talk to you a little bit about the human element. I'm a human. And life got in the way today with my trading. I had to take care of something. Something came up earlier today, and I was very distracted from my trading. My THD members, you guys, I don't know if you guys can probably tell when I'm like in the zone or if I'm distracted. And I was trying to trade. I'm trying to focus. You know, I'm dealing with some other stuff. My phone's going off. And it caused me to miss my entries on BTX, and it caused me to miss my entry on CLOV. I was so insanely frustrated that I missed my entry on both of these trades that it screwed me up for the rest of the day. Now, guys, this is not a common occurrence, okay? This is not something that happens often, but life will get in the way of your trading sometimes, especially those of you that are working full-time jobs or if you're at home with the kids. Life can get in the way, and something could happen that can cause you to miss your entries, or something that can happen that can cause you to make a mistake or that you're distracted. It's so important for you to be self-aware of your emotions, because there's nobody that's going to be sitting next to you saying, hey, man, you're pretty emotional right now. You sound pretty pissed off. You probably shouldn't be trading. You might revenge trade. You're trading angry. And that's when you really will tend to make mistakes. I felt that frustration today. I should have had a monster day. I should have had a monster day, but I didn't. I made money today. You know, I made some money short Tesla. Okay. But how many people are going to come on a live stream in front of 1,000 people and admit this to you and tell this to you? I told you, I will always keep it real. I don't fluff. I don't BS. I always keep it real with you guys. I'm a human, just like you. And it's important for you all to be self-aware enough so that you recognize when your emotions are starting to take control, when your emotions are starting to get out of hand. You have to be able to recognize that, feel that, and control it. I felt that today. I'm at a point in my trading career. I don't get mad when I lose money. When I lose money, I'm like, I was wrong. That's what should happen when I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I should lose money. Cause and effect. Makes sense. That's easy for me to accept. But when I'm dead right and I don't make money, that pisses me off. Because that's not supposed to happen. If I'm right, I'm supposed to make money. So I got really, really frustrated today, and I felt it. I felt it in my emotions, and I stepped away for a few minutes. I got up, I walked away, I had to clear my head, and try to get those emotions under control. And I made a decision today that when I came back to my desk, I sat down, I'm looking at BTX. At this time, it was at like $35. And I'm like, I have a decision to make. Do I try to go after this thing this afternoon after the stock has made such a huge move and run the risk of me chasing it? Or do I just decide, Mike, let it go? Let it go. There'll be another one. Live to fight another day, because this is how I weighed my decision. I said, think about how pissed off I am that the stock did exactly what I thought it was going to do, and I did not make money on it. I didn't trade it. I didn't lose money. I didn't trade it. Okay. I missed my entry because of the stuff I was dealing with in the morning. And now I'm saying to myself, if I go after this trade now, after missing this entire move that I was right in the first place, and I lose money, I'm going to absolutely lose my shit. And I'm like, you know what? It's not worth the mental capital to go after this trade at this point. I'm thinking to myself, if I trade BTX now and lose, the damage, forget about the financial capital. It's just one losing trade. It's not a big deal. If I was to take a loss on it, it's the mental capital. I just got my emotions back under control. And now if I actually end up losing money on this stock after I was so right in the morning, I would be furious. And I said, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm going to let this stock go. I'm going to live to fight another day. I'm going to let this stock go. And that takes tremendous discipline. It was very, very hard for me to do that. It was very hard for me to do that. Okay. Trust me, it was very difficult for me to do that. Now, yes, obviously hindsight's 2020. And if I did go after it, I would have made money because you got one more move into the final hour of the day. But that's not the point. Okay. The point is that at this point, right in here, oops, wrong tool. At this point, guys, right in here, I had a decision to make. And I decided that I'm going to let this trade go and I'm just going to live to fight another day. And that's what I did. And that's what I did. I didn't trade it. And you know what, guys? I'm okay with it. I really am. I'm okay with it. I'm more proud of myself that I was able to control my emotions throughout this process, or not necessarily control my, because my emotions got a little out of control in the beginning, early in the day, but I'm more proud that I was able to recognize it and regather myself and make that decision based on risk reward. Let's look at my risk reward. And this time, not from a trade standpoint of dollars and cents, but from an overall aspect of a trader, like potential reward. I enter it, stock goes up, I make some money, great. Potential risk, I lose money and I absolutely want to rip my hair out of my head. And I just get furious because I'm like, I can't believe this stock did exactly what I thought it was going to do. And I ended up losing money on it. If that were to happen, the damage to my mental capital would have far outweighed any profit of actual financial capital that I would have pulled out of that trade. So when I did my risk analysis on it, I said, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm letting it go. And that was very difficult for me to do. So this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about here today. I hope this helps, because I know that there's a lot of you. I know this happens to all of you. All of you have life. All of you have things that are going to get in the way of your trading. You're going to miss entries sometimes. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get distracted. You have to be self-aware to recognize those emotions so that you can control them when they start to rear their ugly head. And that's the most important lesson that I want you to take from this live stream. Okay? So guys, listen, it's our goal in True Trading Group with, to make sure that you guys get value on every single one of these live streams. I want you to learn something. I want you to get value from these streams. And I want to know right now if you did. Everyone type the number 1 in chat right now if you got value out of this live stream. Go ahead right now, guys, and type the number 1 in chat. Excellent. Look at all those number ones. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Hell yes. That makes me feel good, guys. If you guys got value out of this stream, make sure you guys go ahead and smash that like button. Show me how much you guys appreciate it. Smash that like button, guys. Show me how much you guys appreciate it. Smash that like button. All right, now I want to know real quick out of who we still got on here. Yes, I know Biden's speech is beginning. I want to know once again who here is not a member of True Trading Group. Go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. Type the letters TTG in chat right now. Nice. Naresh just became a TTG member today. My TTG fan, give a big warm welcome to Naresh. All right, we got Alan Mohammed. We got Kenton Flay. We got Emmanuel Agnet. We got Father Guido. We got Not the Cat Lady. Mockingbird. Amy M. It's my pleasure. We got Pride Machinery. We got Vince Wells. Sam E. Doug English. Ivan Santi. My boy Yusuf Khan. Adam Bashir. Jay Naldo says TTG, but I will be tomorrow. Joining us tomorrow. I like it. Soccer Mom subscribed last night. Soccer Mom, welcome to the family. Hertz Scrambler. Jay Elena. Oh, Ali Muhammad just joined the TTD family right now. Ali Muhammad, welcome to the TTD family. Hit the bid, says Mike, you the best. No, hit the bid, you the best. Guys, listen up. Everyone that just typed the letters TTG in chat, listen up. Seriously, no one's going to do the work that's needed for you to reach your goals. You've got to be willing to do it. Trading's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You got to be willing to put in a little bit of work and effort, but it all starts with getting the right education, having access to the right tools and community that's going to help you to learn, trade, and profit. That is what True Trading Group is all about. A one-year membership to True Trading Group is normally $2,212, but from right now until midnight tonight on this live, you've got a chance to save 42% and get it for only $1,277, okay? And get a free laptop. Limited supplies. They're first come, first serve. This offer expires tonight at midnight. Guys, there are no upsells ever in True Trading Group. There's no add-ons. You get full access to our mods, including me, everything we have, everything we ever will have. You pay one price, you get access to all of it. Use that coupon code TTG121. Okay, use it. We are moving our price to $2,500 over the next couple. I'm not even sure how long. We're going to move it up slowly, okay? But I'm telling you guys now, our price is going up. You will not get a cheaper opportunity to join True Trading Group, okay? You will not get a cheaper opportunity to join True Trading Group, okay? Every day that price is going up, and we're going to move up to $2,500. All right? So you have an opportunity right now to get it for $1,277. Use coupon code TTG121. Think of us as the Netflix of trading communities. You pay one price for the whole year. You get access to everything. As a member, you guys are going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. That's going to give you live breaking to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat room. It's got a squawk box feature that lets you turn on your speakers and listen as someone will read the news headlines to you out loud as they come across the wire. Okay. You're going to get quote streams, real-time level 1 and full book level 2. That comes in a trade simulator that lets you guys trade stocks and options with fake money where you practice implementing what you learn in the courses. You're going to get trade ideas real-time scanner. That's going to help you guys know what are the hottest stocks for you to trade. You're going to get Trading Views Pro charting software, one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders today. You're going to get at least a minimum 10 easy-to-follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders sporting over an 83% win rate, folks. We are fully transparent in TTG. We keep a trading journal on our website. It shows you every single buy and every single sell that our moderators make so you can track all of our trading performance. You also get access to one small private study group with a TTG moderator. This is your chance to ask questions, go over topics and lessons that you need help with. Then you get our entire curriculum. All of our curriculum. There's no special courses that cost more money. It's a 15-course curriculum. That is a simplified version of the information that I received while working at the hedge fund. You get beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology courses, swing trading courses, you name it. We've got it, text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. On top of the courses, you've got a video library that has over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we have conducted covering different trading topics like how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger, how to grow a small account, just to name a few. This is what you guys have access to as a member of True Trading Group, all of it. None of this costs extra. What you want to know how much it would cost if you were not a member of True Trading Group, I'll tell you. Because you can get a membership right now for $1,277. If you paid for the Benzinga newsfeed on your own, it would cost you $1,188 a year. If you paid for quote streams level 1 and full book level 2, it would cost you $990 a year. If you paid for the trade simulator, it would cost you $750 a year. If you paid for Trading Views Pro Charting software, it would cost you $720 a year. Those 4 tools would cost you $3,640 a year if you paid for them on your own. They are all included for free with your TTG membership when you use coupon code TTG121 and pay only $12.77. Guys, I'm telling you now, the price is going up every day. It's going to be over $2,000 very soon. That's still cheaper than our competition, and we provide you with 10 times the value. Our goal is to disrupt this entire industry. In order to do that, we need to provide value and results at a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. This is not a gimmick, guys. We will be at $2,500 per year sooner than you think. Take advantage of this coupon code now. You must enter the coupon code TTG121 and click apply code. If you do not, you will see a $2,000 price tag in your checkout. But since you are on this live stream, I've given you this coupon code. Use it, apply code, and it will drop the price to the 42% discount. My TTD fam, I want to know right now how much you think a TTD membership is worth. If you are a member of True Trading Group, sound off, comment in chat right now. Tell me how much you think a membership to True Trading Group is really worth. Anyone that's not a member and you're curious, I want you to pay very close attention to the comments coming through chat right now. Chris Botsis says $50,000. I'm sure he means $5,000. Tony Mack says $5,000. Gaines says $5K at least. My boy Jason Panion says $10,000. Jane Doe says priceless. At least $5,000 for Bright Ideas. Prince Gregor says priceless. Parkus Ewan says $10,000. Diane Fig says, I would honestly say over $5,000. Soccer Mom just joined, said it's priceless already. Lynn Wright says 10 times the value. No, more like 10,000 times the value. Bo X says, I would pay a 50 pack of chocolate covered strawberries. SR says priceless. Jeff Matern says priceless. Wendy Fonseca, very specific, $5,800. I like it, Wendy. Tanya says $10,000 easy. Chame Weiser says $5,500. MPV9 says minimum $5K. Celeste, $15,000. Guys, you can literally get all of this for $12.77 right now. These are TTG members telling you that it's worth it. Listen to them, guys. How many of my TTG family, you guys, if you've made your membership fee back already, sound off in chat. Tell me how long it took. If you've made back your membership fee price, sound off in chat and tell me how long it took. I think our viewers tonight would like to know that. All right. Celeste, 2 weeks. Jason made his membership back in 3 weeks. 3 months for El Papi to pay for their lifetime membership. B Bala made it back in just a couple trades. Pam did it in 4 days. Laura did it in 2 months. Wendy did it in 2 to 3 weeks. Soccer Mom made some money today on her very first day. Soccer Mom, I love it. First of many. Michelle took 2 weeks to make it back. 3 weeks for Susie. Chris, not yet. Chris, hang in there, brother. We're going to do it together, my man. We're going to do it together. Lynn Wright, 1 month. 2 weeks for Pavan. Wild Child, 1 week. MPV9, 1 month. 4 months trading real small for my boy Bo. 1 week for Queen E. 1 hour for Naresh. You guys get the hint, right? That's what I'm talking about, guys. I love it. I love it. Guys, we also give back to all of our members. All right, we also give back to all of our members. For every 300 new members that we get in True Trading Group, we give away a Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 cash. And every 150 lifetime members we give away $50,000 or a Porsche. And that is all happening this Sunday, May 2nd, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, live right here on this YouTube channel. We are giving away both. I am giving away $80,000 this Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You better be here. All you need to do to qualify is be a member of True Trading Group on or before Saturday, May 1st, 2021, to be in the drawing this Sunday on this channel at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That's it. Be a member. You're included in the drawing. We give back to all of our members, guys. We have not yet had one person take the car. Everybody's taking the cash. We'll see if that changes this Sunday. Guys, remember those laptops I told you about earlier, they're going fast. Okay? Anyone that uses the coupon code TGD121 for tonight's membership gets a free laptop. They're going fast. They're not going to last. To claim your laptop after you sign up, there's going to be a little blue support chat icon at the bottom of our website. Click it. Enter your information, and we'll ship that laptop out to you within a couple of business days. These laptops are limited. It is a first-come, first-served basis. Do not wait around. Okay, as long as you see the laptop in your checkout page, you're good to go. If the laptops are sold out, you'll see no laptop in your checkout page. I mean, guys, don't forget that money-back guarantee. I'm dead serious about it. I challenge any one of you right now to prove me wrong. Any one of you that's watching this right now, if you are skeptical, great. I like it. You should be skeptical because there's so much bullshit out there. You should be skeptical. And I know it. I know you are. I get it. I see the crap that's out there. I know the crap that you have to sift through on YouTube. I get it. I see it. That's why I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. The ball's in your court now. You're skeptical? Great. Join. Coupon code TGG121. Go through all my courses. Pass the quizzes, attend a private study group. Do those 3 things. Put in a little effort. That's all I'm asking from you. Try. And if you do, if you don't make your membership fee back at least one time, I will give you all of your money back. I'll give you a full refund. Dead serious. If my members were not making money, guys, I wouldn't be able to offer you a money back guarantee. I'd be a fool. I'd be a fool to offer you a money back guarantee if everybody was just losing. That's why I'm confident enough to do this. So you want to challenge me? I'm now challenging you. Invest in yourself, get a real education, get a chance to win a Tesla or $30,000 this Sunday, get a free laptop, get a 42% discount, get the simplified education that I got when I worked at a hedge fund in New York City, join True Trading Group, and become part of a family that truly gives a damn whether you succeed or fail. And let's have a hell of a lot of fun and make money in the meantime. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Use that coupon code TGG121. Thanks for joining me tonight. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and of course, smash that like button. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow.